Welcome to What's on Tap. I am Sandy Maxx, and rolling out the red carpet for another creative couple in our Wisconsin creative culture. Please welcome playwright and director Marie Kohler. How are you, Marie?
I'm so well and so happy to be here.
Oh, I'm so glad. And your husband is with you, Brian Motti. Brian, how are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having us.
Oh, I'm so pleased. I'm so pleased to see you together off stage. I know you've had experience on stage, and you are working now together on the play The Children at Next Act Theater that opened on one of the worst winter days.
It did.
I thought of you last week, and I thought, oh no, are they going to have to stop the show? How was turnout on that very snowy?
The show went on, and everybody came who was going to came. We had almost everyone. It was wonderful.
As the show must go on, and the Wisconsin audience really wants to see The Children.
I guess.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Our first 2 weeks are selling very well. But we need to keep the word out for the last 2 weeks to keep people coming.
Well, that's what happens, the word of mouth. But I will say, Jim Higgins, who's just a wonderful, wonderful writer in our theater area for ages, high praise.
Yes.
High praise. He said it's a pleasure to watch these veteran actors who bring decades of stage experience to this story. So
I was thrilled with that review.
I bring a few decades myself.
Which brings me to I really wanted to, we'll definitely talk about The Children in just a few minutes, because I want to know interesting plot, interesting cast, interesting staging. So I definitely want to know more and share that with our WTMJ fans. But I want to get to know both of you a little bit more, because Marie, I had the pleasure of coming and spending some time with you with Milwaukee PBS and the Arts Page, an upcoming feature about you and more specifically your playwriting.
Yes.
So I'm excited about that. But then as we continued talking, I was like, oh, wait a minute. We have another creative couple who are husband and wife and established here and are here by choice. Because I think a lot of people think if you're successful, particularly in theater, well, then you don't stay here.
Yeah, right.
You go to a different coast to try and get in film or even stage. But to know that we have such talented people here. So, Brian, I didn't get to spend as much time with you, so I don't know you as well. Would you share with us your career path in the theater?
Well, I started, I grew up in the northwest part of Illinois, small town area. I got exposed to theater. I was an athlete in high school, but I loved music. I got exposed to musicals in Freeport, Illinois at a junior college. I did 25 shows. I got exposed to Shakespeare, which led me to come to a training program here in Milwaukee. So I came here in '84, learned the skills that it takes to work with text, with thick language and text, and then work just came and came and came. And in 2000, I started working at American Players Theater. I've been there now for 24 seasons. And,
what a special space that is.
Oh, it's great. It's fabulous. And the career just keeps going. And I'm just sort of surprised by it myself. I've done over 200 plays in my life, and it feels like a long time.
What's one of your favorite roles? I'm not asking children, but but just as you kind of think about, as you're sharing with me now, like, wow, how much you've done. What's
oh my God,
a show that stands out?
There's a dozen. I suppose I've done Tevye 3-4 times in the musical The Fiddler on the Roof.
Yeah.
But Willie Loman in Death of a Salesman out at APT, and this last summer I played King Lear. So those are some highlights.
You have your eyes.
Yes.
You didn't sacrifice those for the show.
Oh, no. Lear doesn't lose his eyes. It's Gloucester who loses his eyes in that play.
Forgive me. But see, that's why you're the theater expert. But that's a scene that leaves a mark.
It
in
does.
more ways than one.
It certainly does. It certainly does. So it's been an incredible time working on it here in Milwaukee. So I've been in Milwaukee now for 41 years. And we met 36 years ago yesterday.
Oh, my.
Was our first date.
And how did you and Marie meet on February 17th, 36 years ago?
We were in a production. We were both acting in a production of Great Expectations, an adaptation of Charles Dickens's great novel. And that was Next Generation Theater. Is that right, Brian? We were both cast in it. And about the second week of rehearsals, started kind of checking each other
noticing
out.
each other.
Give the up and down.
Yep. And we had our first date.
And your birthday happened. And on your birthday, I said, should we go out and have a drink? You want to have a date? And about a week after that, it happened.
Yep.
Where was the first date?
Oh, God, some dive bar on the south side.
Keeping it real.
We were performing at El Verno and something on the south side, right?
Yeah.
With a pool table.
A place
I
with a
remember
pool table and some drinks, yeah.
And romance ensued.
Yes, it did.
What were your roles in Great Expectations?
You get
I was Abel Magwitch.
the
That
convict.
sounds very Dickens.
Well, we ended up,
Dickensian.
we were a couple because she played
Perfect.
Molly, who ends up being the mother and father of Estella. And so the love interest for Pip. And so we ended up being a couple, even though in the show we were not a couple. But yeah, we were paired up.
How lovely. Oh, I'm glad I can bring back good memories. And we can have serendipity to be nearly on your official anniversary of meeting. And Marie, what's your career path to get here?
Oh, I guess a little bit more complicated in that I have always been a person of multiple interests. And I started my theater career as a set painter at the Skylight long ago. And then as an actor when my daughters were very young, and then continued to act and met Brian, which changed my life in a great way. And then 4 other women and I got together and kind of put our heads together thinking there's not enough work for women in this city in theater for professional careers. So we started the company Renaissance, and that was in 1993.
And it's still going strong.
It's still going strong, and I worked at it for 20 years. And during that time, I was encouraged to develop my playwriting, and I'm still doing that, working on that. And I did a little bit of directing there, and have increased that as I've come out on my own in the past several years. So yeah, I'm a small R Renaissance woman, if there is such a thing. I guess Renaissance is always capital. But anyway,
The multi-hyphenate.
I wear many hats in the theater.
You're nimble. And
I'm nimble.
And when you have the experience from all those different aspects
That's true.
of the theater world
That's true.
and culture and creativity,
Yeah.
you have a different appreciation and interaction.
Yeah, and I do think they all feed each other.
Definitely. Well, I love getting to know both of you. Now we're going to find out, next we'll find out how you're working together on the children. And it sounds like you two get along very, very well, but there has to be some sort of behind-the-scenes stories that
there's one or
that are
two.
some challenges. So we will talk more with our creative couple, Marie Kohler and Brian Monty, and we'll talk about the children at Next Act Theater. Next on What's on Tap.
This is What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx.
Joined in the studio by another creative couple here in Wisconsin. We met the Varellas on Valentine's Day. Susan Varela from Skylight Music Theater and her husband, actor Andrew Varela, who has tread the boards all around the Wisconsin area, immensely talented. And now I get to welcome another immensely talented couple, Marie Kohler. Hello.
Hello.
And her husband, Brian Monty. Hello.
Hello.
And so we found out a little bit about your career path, which is established in acting for you, Brian, and then Marie, playwright, producer, director, and co-founder of Renaissance Theater Works. So you have both truly made an impact on our Wisconsin culture for decades, especially also, I would say, Brian, with American Players Theater. I started to say APT, but I hate with everybody knows what APT is. You know? So I love that you are now reuniting and working together on The Children at Next Act Theater that just opened last week. What is The Children about?
It is, and you can help me, Marie, if I miss something, but the environment around the play is that there has been a nuclear incident. There's been a Fukushima sort of earthquake, tsunami. The water has hit the nuclear plant, and there has been a breach in the basement of the power plant, which is about within 20, 30 miles from where the play takes place. The three characters in the play are nuclear physicists, nuclear engineers, and they all three helped build and design that plant. Two of them worked there up until about 4 or 5 years ago, and now they're retired. The other one, who comes to visit in this play, has left there for 38 years, but this has brought them back together. The friend who has the engineer who has left has come back, and she has a strong request for the three of them to participate in, and it has to do with the power plant. But so that sounds very serious. The play is quite funny. We have a little bit of tension and a lot of familiarity between all the three characters. There's a lot of laughter. I think the play has some good medicine about responsibility, but I think there's a lot of sugar that goes with that medicine in the humor in the play.
And Brian, you're acting in the play.
Mm-hmm. I am a part of the married couple, and then the third person that comes into the play is our old friend. And there's a complexity of relationship between the three characters. At times they are all pairing off against each other in the play.
And there's romance.
And there's some romance. But we don't want to give too much away.
No, but that helps, right?
It does help.
And Marie, you're directing.
I am.
So what is it about this play, The Children, spoke to you and made you want to direct this?
Well, I saw a production of it when I was in California visiting family, and it knocked my socks off. I thought it was really powerful, beautiful, and it's only 3 characters, which makes it attractive to producers. So I've been carrying it around in my head as something that a local producer might be interested in. And I also directed a reading of it during the COVID times with a Sturgeon Bay theater company called TAP. Mm-hmm. So I grew to love it even more. And I presented the script to Cody Estel, who's the new artistic director at Next Act Theater. And he loved it. He read it and loved it, and he gave it to his whole staff. They all said yes. So it was a go. And when I started talking about casting with Cody, he said, "Can Brian be in it?" And I said, "Well, let's ask him. I'd love that."
It's refreshing that it was somebody else's idea.
Yeah, I didn't have to push him down his throat.
As I said, it means that you have the reputation and equity for being a great actor.
Yeah, my reputation preceded me, which was lovely.
That's wonderful. We were talking about The Children at Next Act Theater. How long does the show go on?
We go till March 9th, Sunday, March 9th. We play Wednesday through Sundays each week with 2 shows on Wednesdays.
Wonderful. And Next Act, I wrote it down, nextact.org. I just want to get it right. Nextact.org. Right. It's The Children at Next Act Theater. And just time for one last question before we go to the news.
Okay.
You're a married couple.
Yeah.
Marie, you're the director. Brian, you're the actor.
Mm-hmm.
Is it as easy as you two seem to get along, or are there fireworks? Like what's the dynamic?
It's pretty easy. We had to make some guidelines for ourselves this time around, like, don't give me notes during dinner at home. And, let's just spend some time not talking about the play. But, it's also a wonderful thing to be able to share that with your partner. So all in all, it's pretty seamless and pretty easy. And I don't know how other people do it, but we work around our little kinks and have a great time.
Wonderful. Best wishes. Break a leg. Continuing with The Children at Next Act Theater. Brian Monty, Marie Kohler, thank you so much.
Thank you, Sandy.
Thank you for having us.
And happy belated anniversary.
Thank you.
We go now to